Now we do get into a game number one, John. This is such a hype matchup. Polaris against Boom Esports. Thinking about getting a little bit cheeky there, but does back off. And well, so far, Lelouch unable to find a jump in.
They've done a great job. FBZ though.
Oh, never mind. FBZ. He does come back in eventually. The rotations were quick, but it won't matter. First blood will go the way of Polaris, but now Lelouch is out of mana and out of step charges, which might mean he's just set to go down. Primal spring in from Tims, chase down the Void Spirit. Do they have him though? Not quite. Lelouch, he gets into that tree line and does survive. So instead they'll have to take Mavis's life.
They are getting some good work done on the top tier 1 here. Boom's just applying pressure and
oh, nice tree cut. Very nice tree cut there from Force, but he's still in big trouble. Burrow Strike is there. It will not help the cause. Tornado is going to get the job done, but now Lelouch, he might be able to clean up. He wants Tims, and more importantly, he wants Yopaj, but can he find the Invoker? Aether Remnant not off cooldown, so Yopaj is going to be fine. In the meantime, though, FBZ also gets caught out on the Viper. That'll be a 2-for-1 trade in the favor of Polaris Esports. Or is it? Mavis. Yeah, moving back in. It's a high-risk, low-reward play, I think. Jonathan and Yopashi may have gone too far this time. He very fires up, but Mavis is not going to drop. Oh, a very rare mistake here from Yopaj, but in the meantime, down a bot lane. Natsumi even going down on this Medusa. Still Jackie in a bit of trouble, but Skem gets him out. They trust stays, but it's that one kind of hero where Jackie, if you leave him alone for long enough, he's always just going to outscale you in terms of farm. Just finds gold out of nowhere as Boom Esports still going with this 4 Protect 1. Do move in. A nice Tornado with the EMP out. This could be the team fight they've been looking for. However, Xavius, he's not really dying. Tims is the one to drop as FBZ is still trying to do with Mavis. And he gets him down eventually, but in the backside, Xavius is caught. Skem does drop to boot. But they've got Lelouch down on the Void Spirit, and they want more. They want Force in the Sand King, and they might just have him. Jackie's joined the team, and he's made it work. A double kill on the gyro.
Maybe Lelouch and Xavius getting some good swaps off.
Dire structures are fortified.
Setting up Polaris Esports are not willing to let this tier 1 mid tower fall. Not for free anyway. Got Force, he's in. Who have they got there? It's going to be Jackie with the swap out. Jackie's gone. Immediately just deleted as Skem will follow. FBZ, he'll back off. Not going to be able to get in range for him, so instead they're trying to focus on the Force. Burrow Strike is there, but it should not help. Force will eventually fall. It might be a matter of what you kind of said, with the Sand King's just not around to help you with this team fight. They won't bother trying. So Aegis does go the way of Boom. Jackie, he might just play the bait for the team in this mid lane. Xavius does have the swap ready if he wants to try and attempt this, but it might be too obvious the bait has been laid. Like Lelouch, he does break the smoke, does just dissimulate away. And Polaris Esports, they still want to hold on to this mid tier 1. Like swap is there, they found Tims, not just blow him up. Ethereal Blade is already up and online for Lelouch.
Gyrocopter defusal. You're going to have to depend on Yopaj to get that Tornado EMP combo to really drag down beats in the later fights.
Strikes off the mark, but they've still got it busy here with this Aether Remnant. Sunstrike though does find the Sand King, and now Tims, he wants to go through the man fight within that Wukong's command, but the Spirit Siphon is still going. It just won't matter because the relocate was there from Skem and Jackie. You've got to make your way in past that tier 1 tower, but it's a very difficult tower to get past. So Natsumi trying to take it down instead. FBZ does get scouted. Oh boy, they don't go for the swap though on the Burrow Strike. It was wasted, so Jackie will move in. Lelouch, he gets swapped in as well, but he can step out of there. The Sunstrike will still find Xavius in the end. They are just trying to retreat right now, Polaris Esports. They mess up the initiation, and that's going to be enough for them. They don't want to bleed too much out. But they will. I believe it was under vision, however. And there is your tree break. They found Tims on that Monkey King, but they don't seem to be able to make their way over in that little gap. Instead, they'll swap him in. They'll take him out. The Force is in trouble now. He'll go for the deals in the backside. Lelouch, he's got the IO. Skem, no, he's going to die. He'll try to survive as Natsumi. He will just keep rushing onto Jackie and FBZ. They've got them both. Buyback or not from Skem, he was not there in time. And suddenly Polaris, they've got a Roshan on their hands.
Pressuring mid FBZ, not having the best presence in that Viper. Could cop the gank here.
I mean, he's going to BKB, but that's about all he's got right now. Yopaj, going to be swamped, but he's got his own BKB. He's going to take down the Vengeful Spirit. Natsumi has popped the Stone Gaze now, looking to force this fight. But everyone from Boom is just going to turn the other way. Just not look at the crazy snake lady. Perhaps now you can force a better fight here for Boom. Tims, he's trying to get within range for a stun. Lelouch, maybe the target, and it does land very nicely. Lelouch, what a bait tossed up. Has the step charge, and he's going to get it. In fact, now Force jumps back in. FBZ on the Viper is going to melt.
FBZ's pretty far back in here, so they might be thinking about something here.
To the high ground they go. And Natsumi certainly got the damage this time. No Aegis up, but it won't matter. In fact, they're going to respond down bot. Jackie, oh, he's been caught. He'll BKB up. Skem immediately going down. Jackie, though, he'll TP away. In fact, a fight down to the bot side of the map now as well, rather top side, as Natsumi and Mavis. Just going to walk out of the Wukong's command. And so Boom Esports, they were not able to punish in the meantime. Still trying to find that opening, but Polaris are giving them nothing.
Just very disciplined out from Polaris, responding in the right way, breaking off the tether to stop the relocated saves, and finding that nice IO dieback. Well, it's just, they're just slowly sieging, taking tier 2s, taking objectives where they can, although...
They've got the tanking, Force. Not a bad kill whatsoever, but now Lelouch jumped in and he'll at least find Tims. Which I think is still a worthwhile trade if you can get your Page out of there, and he is indeed out. How fast can they get there though, John? They're still running through the top lane, but it's just way too slow. Tims is getting close now. But you've got no choice. You've got to rush in if you want to try and contest this, or it's just gone, and it is. They don't have the time. In fact, Lelouch, he knows Tims is there somewhere. Still trying to find him. Oh, what an Aether Remnant. Mid-jump, it latches on to Tims on that Monkey King, and they find him.
Playing the jungle while they can. They are under vision, though. So Polaris are aware, and this could lead them to committing onto that high ground.
Slowly trying to chip away at Natsumi's mana pool. Keep in mind, he's got the Swift Link up now, so even more damage to fly out. Natsumi going up to that high ground, but they've got FBZ. A nice swap in from Mavis onto the Viper. In the meantime, towards the right side, who else were they chasing? No more. Well, Jackie will drop the call down. Natsumi has no mana left, but he still has the Aegis, and now Jackie's in trouble. They'll try to heal him up, but he's gone. He'll commit the buyback immediately, but now Tims falls down. They've got to try and win this team fight somehow, otherwise the game is just over. They'll get the Aegis. That's one life. Jackie now popping the BKB. Is it a bit too early? It may just, as they swap him back. Jackie, he's in between a rock and a hard place, and they've got him.
Boy.
No buyback available. This game is over. 4 down without buyback, and Polaris Esports. I mean, it was a very clinical performance here, John. It may have not been flashy, but Polaris, they make no mistakes, and they pull off this game 1 victory against Boom. They did this 1v1 matchup.
I think it goes actually pretty even. You could see a power spike coming through for Lelouch a little bit earlier on if he uses his shield crash well. You do see first blood coming out.
Already much aggression coming out here from Boom Esports. I guess we should talk about that top lane, but never mind that for a sec, because now Skem's in trouble. This IO, he's going to overpower and try to run. Xavier should... Oh, never mind.
So they just want to keep farming up. They want to play a bit greedy. And I think to still punish that in terms of stopping the triangle stacks. But the aggression is racking up from Boom.
Lelouch, bit of a chase here onto Tims mid lane. He'll pop the Scurry, but does land a stun eventually, and with the swashbuckle he'll have enough. They do get on the scoreboard here. Polaris is... Well, Yapage is going to show back up in the mid lane, trying to chase down that Shadow Demon. Sakuchi was towards the north. But instead, they are going to find Natsumi again. Chains do connect. Lelouch, he'll join in, but they've got the sharpshooter with the bushwhack. He still takes it as well. Yapage, he does have the sleight of fist, and he will get the kill.
You can play a lot more, although Lelouch...
Oh, he barely gets away. They even have the relocate coming in, but the Rolling Thunder going to connect right on time. Xavier's, he's rotated. They want to try and force this fight. Lelouch is still quite low, but they've got Skem controlled up, and now the Ravage comes through force, landing on everything as the Mana Void does get committed. Jackie, he's gone. Can they keep the fight going, though? FBZ, a great Burrow Strike onto 2, but can they finish Natsumi off? They can.
Oh, God.
Yapage is in. Onto Xavier's they go. It was a great start there for Polaris, but they end up losing so much in the end.
Ooh.
They might even find another John. Mavis. Oh, that's a great Burrow Strike. FBZ landing at mid Sakuchi. Pig out his hair, but it's not going to matter. They clean up. As even as they try to approach the triangle, Boom is already waiting to initiate. There is the three-man smoke now, but immediately FBZ without hesitation onto the Shadow Demon. Ravage is going to connect Xavius. He somehow survives, but eventually does drop into Sandstorm, and now the Rolling Thunder again through the relocate. It's still just not enough though. Jackie had the BKB. That means he's going to be fine. And it does mean Force is going to fall.
You can see Boom just constantly playing towards that mid, looking to just keep the aggression up. They do have some wards from Tim's ready to kill, and they should be able to find more.
Yeah, they will. That combo again coming in clutch, so now FBZ is going to get punished. Not a good trade so far for Boom, but we'll see what they can salvage here as Yapaj is going quite forward. He'll pop his own BKB. In fact, they've got Natsumi with a great bushwhack up from Tim's. Poor old Force. He'll try to run, but he's just a watermelon right now, John.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Oh, but they missed the chains. Yapaj
Radiant structures are
loses the control. It just won't matter. Call down was there, and even the creeps are blocking the tide. Oh, Lelouch, he's a much bigger target, and FBZ, he's found him. Swash is available, but the chains end up landing. They lock him down, and Lelouch, he can't get away in time. They do. They'd love a team fight right now outside of that Roshan pit. Xavius, Mavis, both the support duo. Not quite catching Mavis out, but they've got Xavius. I suppose you'd rather just let the Aegis go the way of Boom than trying to force the fight and getting fully team wiped.
So you still have to stall out for quite a fair bit. But the good news is that should line up with, say, Ag's timing for Force, which will allow you to de-push quite nicely, although Force is being chased down here.
There he is, Jonathan. Force. He's caught out here by Japoi. Trying to make his way out, but there's no way. Make that 10. For the Ember, still no death here for Yapaj, and it goes back to the draft, right? Again, you don't have the lockdown for this guy.
Natsumi?
Relocate? Top lane, they've got Natsumi.
The AM, jumping up to the Ember, although you'll touch.
In again, he saw Xavius right into the tier 3 tower. He could not give a crap. He just wants the kills. Time-lapse though, may have saved Xavius this time around, but Japoi, he'll go all the way for it. Maybe they can punish though with a great Ravage out from Force. They can finally get the first kill on this Ember, but no! Lelouch got stuck. He got stuck, Jonathan. Oh, that'll be your Pengo gone.
Could be an opening for Polaris.
All in, Tims. Gonna get caught here by Lelouch though. Nice Force staff away back into the pit, and they do relocate him out. They can't even find the Hoodwink. And without that Rolling Thunder, they certainly can't hope for this Roshan fight as Japoi. He's in again. He could not give a crap about anything Polaris have to do with him. He'll just move in with the BKB and just keep it going on to Xavius. In the meantime, they even call Lelouch. Still Natsumi trying to chase the Ember, but they can't catch him. Skem's kept him alive, and in goes the fight once again for Boom. They wish to reinitiate, but can they get it done? You bet your ass they can. John GG's called FBZ. He got Xavius, and they've seen enough. What's the rule, Jonathan? What's the rule?
Yep, never doubt the Yapaj.
So much action happening across the map. And John, while we're here, top lane, Mavis and Natsumi against FBZ and Tims. How are we feeling about this matchup? In fact, oh, bot lane. Oh, they've got him. Skem. He'll get it eventually. With the homing missile setup, Skem is able to secure first blood. Bottom lane, Force also in quite a bit of trouble as Jackie again. Gonna be able to take the kill on the gyro. No problems here for Boom.
Maybe for a couple more minutes, we're not going to see that aggression out. You are close to Lelouch's blink, 300 gold away. Force a long ways off, and speaking of Force...
Yeah, Force. Very, very rough times here, though. A nice nightmare to juke out some damage, but it just doesn't matter. They run right into each other, perhaps, as FBZ should be able to break one smoke, and does on Mavis. Both sides know exactly where they are. Force will jump in with the blink and Burrow Strike into the avalanche toss. It's a lot of damage. FBZ already gone. They got a dream call off and they might try to turn. Yapaj in. A two-man balance strike, and when the relocate out, they've got so much damage coming in from Jackie. It's already two gone. And Lelouch, he can try to run. He might even make it, in fact, with a great toss back and the relocate out. Lelouch with the clutch toss does make it, but it's still a favorable trade the way of Boom.
To cut off Polaris from getting that opening, they might be able to catch out Jackie and Skem though.
Lelouch gonna try as the Fiend's Grip is there, but the problem is Skem is just freely able to tether and regen up, so no damage is flying out. Jackie's alive, still they keep going, but the IO is just freely doing whatever the hell he wants. And you saw the confusion there from Lelouch, though he jumps in again, and this time he's got him. But it's gonna cost his own life. Can they find more here? Boom Esports, they'll go for a third. That'll be Xavier's to drop. Sure, you get the gyrocopter, John, but you saw the confusion there for a moment.
Towards that big hitting core, and it doesn't feel like there's enough room at the TV as well as... Boom, do you go for a smoke play?
Yeah, Force, he should spot out the Monkey King, and Lelouch does move in with the toss out, but there's your Dream Coil. Soulbind, though, is out. Xavier's going to try and turn with his team. But who's really winning? Well, Natsumi, he's about to drop. He does get the Sunder off, but doesn't really matter. It doesn't. Mavis, he was holding the Fiend's Grip the whole time, but it does nothing. And still Yopaj is jumping around this team fight. Uncontested. Lelouch, at least he does TP out in time, and Force, he's going to move back in onto the gyrocopter. But do they actually have enough damage? It seems like they just may, but no. The stick charges there in time. Force will go down. They will not get the gyrocopter. And they will lose 3 in total.
And now an opening for Boom. They have Exorcism. They're going to go Roshan first rush of the game. Polaris do have ways of jumping in with the double blinks, but they've got to make it fast.
Still a jump in on Tims. At least you can take down this Monkey King and remove that scout potential. Though Tims has already gotten the information necessary, and Boom Esports have not backed off. They will continue roshing. And in the end, Polaris, I mean, you get the Monkey King, but they're not even going to try and contest the Roshan. Is it enough to actually take down Boom? I don't know. It's tough to say. I mean, Jackie just got the Ags up. Epicenter, Inkswell is there. They're going to try and aim down Skem. Get rid of this IO. Can they get it done though? Skem's not dead yet. In fact, he'll survive. He'll tether back towards FBZ and now Force is in trouble again. He'll try for the TP with the Sandstorm, but the Dream Coil is there from Yopaj to hold him down. And guess what, John? Vision or not, they've got Xavier's. I mean, it's a decent attempt. Natsumi's going to be with his team this time, John, and he's got the BKB up. I'm going to just go for a bit of a surprise reveal with that. In fact, Avalanche Toss is there, but Yopaj, he just picked up the Aeon Disc. They can't burst him down. At least he got the Arcane Rune away, and now with the Burrow Strike Epicenter again onto the puck. He's still fine with the phase shift. Still Natsumi going to move in with the Metamorphosis, trying to get some damage off, but he's going to TP. He knows the fight's not going their way. They're still going to end up losing. They keep finding Tims, but that's all they're finding, John. The high ground they go, Aegis or not. You've got Exorcism for the fight. Dream Coil up in 5 as well, so they're feeling very confident to try and take this one. Polaris, maybe a nice toss back into the T-Force could help delete Skem or Jacket. They're going to try now, but the BKB was too quick. And this Tiny will try to abuse a Shadow Amulet, but it's not going to work out. They have at least 4 time for Natsumi. Get 3 tower going. That's a great balance strike. Japoy, he'll jump in, but won't commit the coil. Warning shots again here onto Polaris, just making sure they know what's about to happen. But a nice avalanche toss is there onto Jackie, into the Burrow Strike and the feed drip, but the relocate might be out. Scam, he gets him out in time. Jackie will reset and look to fight once again as they continue taking that mid-racks, and now they've got Natsumi on the Terror Blade. He will survive a bit longer as FBZ, he's the one to go down. In fact, Tim's just about to drop himself, but they've got Mavis, they've got Xavier's, they might have Lelouch, but they've got Jackie instead. Polaris Esports, they are able to get a successful team fight their way. FBZ ready to break the smoke on that deep. Yeah, it does seem like a bait, John. They're ready. They're waiting for that banner to be taken. Skem now going to show himself. Polaris Esports looking for a way in, but won't rush for it. They are very hesitant right now. So instead, Roshan will get started. Lelouch though, a nice toss back. He's got FBZ. He's got the Death Prophet. And they've got the kill. No buyback available on FBZ. And that might just force them back. The Aegis up, that you end up winning that next fight. And that fight is coming very soon because Boom have moved in. Lelouch gonna go for the blink in, but does not get the toss off. He's tossed the creep away, and with that, the Runaway toss is gonna hold him down, and that's a tiny town without buyback. Natsumi, where is he?
Illusion.
He's got the MKB, John, but this is the last ditch attempt for Polaris.
Radiant structures are fortified.
We go. Dream Coil's committed. He's got both supports there. Dagon out. Epicenter committed. They're just trying to do with FBZ, but Skem, he'll keep him alive. Barely going down. But now Natsumi, he's been left alone. They'll try to buy back in time, and they are there to allow him back to the fountain. Get done my damn self, Boom. Say. G4 towers are there. Balance just to keep Natsumi away. There's your run of Atos. Your Page, he'll start with the magic damage. It won't matter though, they're on to the Ancient. GG's been called. Polaris, they were one game away from finding the victory at Boom Esports. But they just couldn't get it done. Still a great fight out.